Hello and welcome to another episode of Killer Ant Reviews. Today we'll be talking about Forgotten Realms, the Moonshae Trilogy, Book 1, Darkwalker of Moonshae by Douglas Niles. I've reviewed a Forgotten Realms trilogy earlier. I actually have a couple more trilogies and some one-off books to read too. This one's decent. The cover, however, really isn't the best. It's definitely a little bit too dark. The only kind of source of light is right here, so it's definitely a little bit too dark for me. Back's also kind of dull. Yeah, it actually, funny enough, this actually shows up better on camera than actually than actually what I see here. So it's kind of weird because I know this is not the best quality camera ever. But overall, basically, the entire plot is about a prince named Tristan, who has like a bunch of friends. I know there's like another woman who ends up actually being having druid powers. He also has a bard, and a few others. And they basically found that there's like an attacking force coming in. So him and a couple kingdoms have to go ahead and prevent that. It feels like it's something that's like where it goes for like, okay, a little bit of issues here. Oh, nope, and now poop just hits the fan. As well as also showing the viewpoints of some of the villains and some other characters too. Like they actually have a werewolf character. A guy basically is a werewolf, and they show his viewpoint. They also show like a couple of viewpoints from one of his dogs. He actually buys like a giant dog from a halfling, and it ends up also being very useful. The one problem I do have is, like I said, it kind of like escalates immediately. Where it starts off pretty good, like developing characters, and then it kind of forgets about that. It's like, okay, enough developing characters. Let's go ahead and just get into fighting, and the fighting does last a little too long. It's like the fourth Transformers movie, where I'm like, okay, it's over. Now we can get nope, we got another long fight to go to. And that's what it kind of felt like. But overall, it still wasn't a bad book. I enjoyed reading it. And I'm definitely going to read the other two books whenever I get around to it. I currently have... I actually have like a bookshelf over here where I have books that I've read and reviewed. I also have a bunch of books on top that I haven't actually read yet. And there's a bunch of books near the bottom that I need to review, but I just put them there just so I can get them organized. And oh god, I have a lot of books. Yeah, and so I'm definitely going to check out the other ones. But the thing is, one of the bigger positives of this book is the main character I actually enjoyed. Like the two main characters, Tristan and I think the other one's Robin, who actually ends up getting the druid powers. Both of them have a great like character development, and they came off as the Prince Tristan was a little bit a little bit arrogant, but he actually ended up growing on me, so I enjoyed that. And Robin was always pretty fun. Like her backstory was pretty cool too. How she kind of finds that druid powers. Yeah, she doesn't really know her past either. Well, it's a little. I've seen this many times. It definitely worked here. There was also a bard character who sadly I think they could have used a little bit more development, and they gave him like his big entrance, and then he was kind of like almost shuffled to the side. But he also has a lot of use too. But kind of wish they gave him a little bit more. But this is a minor complaint. Overall, I can't wait to read the next book. And that's about it. Not very, very long review. So until next time, this is Killer Ant.